look easy.
Touchdown, Ravens!
We sit down with the Niners' dominant D-line to find out how they plan to slow him down on Sunday.
Can you guys stop him?
I mean, anybody can be stopped.
And the Patriots head to Houston looking to stay atop the AFC. Kurt Warner shows what New England needs to do to fix their issues on offense. Plus, Brett Favre is back.
As I talked to the family, I told them how very fortunate and lucky they are to be invited to play on this field.
Find out how number 4 gave one lucky family something to be thankful for. All that and more, Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern on NFL Game Day Morning.
All right, here we go. Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions. And there's David Blau, undrafted rookie from Purdue. First quarter now, game tied at 7. Who is he looking for? Marvin Jones. Okay, Marvin. It's your cousin, Marvin. All right, here he is, cutting a little turkey and handing it out to everybody because the Lions were hungry. But you know who else was hungry? Mitchell Trubisky was hungry in this game. He wanted to prove to everybody, hey, he can eat. I don't know if Lion is on the menu for anybody out there, but it was on the menu for him. Mitchell Trubisky, David Montgomery. That is a
Dennis once he had his life ruined because he killed the lion. Put a photo on too. Not good.
Don't laugh about that.
Yeah, I'm laughing that he has life ruined.
Bears, they win.
Shouldn't have gone this far.
24-20. You're right. That was troubling.
It's like a famous lion too. It had a name. I think he was
about
dentist.
That. And let's listen to Montgomery, who had himself a game on the big stage. What's up, David?
Yeah, we always gonna stick together and we always gonna fight in this. You know, everybody counting us out. That's fine, but we don't count each other out. So we just be sure to, always stay positive regardless of the situation and always keep fighting. It felt good though, just being able to go out. It was fun, man. It was real fun today.
One NFC matchup to another. This was our nightcap. Drew Brees could clinch an NFC South title for the 3rd straight year with a win over the Falcons. Let's see how this would go. Guys, that's Taysom Hill, number 7 on special teams. He blocks the punt. The Saints would be using Taysom Hill in both phases.
Touchdown a couple plays later for Taysom.
Unbelievable. And then this is the 3rd play that he made here. He's out here 3rd and 1. You have Brees on the sideline on 3rd and 1. Twitter going nuts. Put Brees in the game. No, wait, I'll be quiet. Because Taysom Hill can go 35 yards for a touchdown.
He was still in the backfield, and Tony Dungy said, that's a touchdown. They'll never catch him. It was a great call.
Matt Ryan played well at points, would have a rough night because this Saints defense was on fire. And guys, you know who Shy Tuttle is?
Talk about it.
I think you do right now.
Oh, my God.
His name is Shy Tuttle. There's nothing shy about that play.
Party like it's 1999.
Oh,
I see it, 99.
Tosses Matt Ryan. Ryan would have 312 yards and 2 touchdowns, but that's the highlight right now.
What about this man?
Okay, Falcons having this furious comeback late at home, getting the fence side. Younghoe Koo, another onside kick. They convert it. Younghoe Koo, 2nd straight successful onside kick. Of course, Sean Payton was once the master of the onside kick in a Super Bowl. He's furious. Here come the Falcons. They've got a shot. But Cameron Jordan puts an end to it all on 4th and 8 with 40 seconds. This game got really close at the end. It was all Saints early on. But Cameron Jordan helped seal the deal. Drew Brees, 3rd straight division title for the Saints. Falcons officially eliminated from the playoffs. And our very own Tiffany Blackman, who lives in Atlanta, caught up with the star of the night. Saints do it all, Swiss Army knife, Taysom Hill.
Taysom, you start this game off with a block punt, then a touchdown reception. That all happened within minutes. What was that like for you?
No, it's so much fun. I think you envision opportunities like that to be able to go out and help your team win football games. And, it was kind of everything aligned, and we were able to take advantage of it. And, again, just really excited about the opportunity to help us win this football game.
Coach Sean Payton seems to always find creative ways to use you. I mean, you had the block punt, then a touchdown reception, then a rushing touchdown. What were you guys seeing tonight that had them keep coming back to you?
Man, I think when you have Mike Thomas, you have Alvin Kamara, and you have Jared Cook, and it's like sometimes you forget about, someone like me, and Coach, again, is one of the best of putting guys in opportunities to be successful, and I was the beneficiary of that tonight, and everyone did their responsibilities, and we made it work.
They made it work. They certainly did. And if you look at the NFC playoff picture, the Saints clinched the NFC South for a 3rd straight year. They have a chance to move into number 1 overall in the NFC if they knock out the Niners next week. So really some tough teams at the top of this conference. How do we feel about the Saints? I'm going to say this. I'm missing some explosive plays on offense that I feel like they had last year. I'm rocking them. I picked them as my Super Bowl winner this year. I did the same thing last year. I think it's about time that they pull ahead. But I like what they're doing on defense, maybe a little bit more. 9 sacks last night on the Falcons, 4 of those belonging to Cam Jordan. I feel like I'm going to officially put him in the Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay, talk about it. Let's hear it.
I think he needs to be in it. He leads the NFL at a new career high with 13.5 sacks on the year. I think that puts him in the convo. But what do you guys make of this team? Is this the kind of Saints team you guys think can win it all?
Shout out to Cam Jordan. I mean, he's one of our favorite players in the NFL, comes on the show quite a bit.
He's got that juice that we need this team to have.
Okay, 13.5 sacks from a defensive line.
Woo!
And listen, he has the look, but more importantly, he backs it up with his play. I can appreciate this team, okay? I can appreciate it because when one thing is not working, they can go to something else. If it isn't Mike Thomas balling out and doing what he does as the best receiver in the game, they can go to Kamara. If it isn't Kamara, they can go to Taysom. You just talked about it, and we were talking during the commercial break about how talented Taysom Hill is. And it's fitting because it's Thanksgiving, and everybody want to taste some of this and taste some of that. And the Saints are like, go ahead and taste some of this talent. And they gave it to this individual who is one of the most versatile talents in the business. So they have the versatility. That's what I can appreciate about this offense.
I want big plays. They're on par with the Bengals for big plays, okay? Like, they don't have any.
Yeah, they haven't had many of those huge splash plays, and yet you see Taysom Hill on a 3rd and 1 being started in the game. And there's a new kind of thing with Taysom Hill where Twitter's turned on Taysom Hill, and it's almost been like you watch these games, and the analytics guys are like, there is no argument to be made on 3rd and 1 to take your
gimmicky. People think it's gimmicky.
Yes, like leave Drew Brees in and let's not get cute.
Yeah.
And yet last night, Taysom Hill was the game changer, and he was everything they needed in those big moments, both the block field goal, and then obviously going in there as well. But I would say this with the Saints. Maybe it's okay that they don't have the splash plays. Maybe it's okay to win this way because the last few years they had all those splash plays and they kind of petered in at the end, and then the playoffs didn't have those splash plays. Maybe they're saving their best for when it matters most in January.
I like that they're not front running. It's fine. We say this all the time. Stack wins. It's November and they're already going to the playoffs. Like they're in really good shape. But let's talk about the Hall of Famer for a second. And Kay, respectfully, I don't think Cam Jordan's going to win the Defensive Player of the Year because I think Shy Tuttle is going to. Guys, Shaheem Tuttle.
Shaheem?
Undrafted rookie out of Tennessee. Gets the interception, and Matt Ryan, all right, just bring him down, grab clock, and oh my God, that is good.
That's a former MVP, Shy.
It's incredible.
So he's number 99 is his stiff arm 99.
It's 100. I mean, I look at the ear holing that he does. And in a world where I'm out here working them streets for angry runs, trying to find people.
You working them streets?
Yes, I am, Nate. I'm out there. It's my corner. You know what I'm saying? Don't come up on my corner. How am I going to look at somebody this weekend like Mark Ingram or Juszczyk or Derrick Henry? How are they going to beat that?
Is the crown already in New Orleans?
Unless someone finds an MVP quarterback and just sends him to Bolivian, as they say it, and his ear hole spins around.
Tyson speech.
Yeah, so like someone's got to find Brady or someone's got to find Rodgers and do that because otherwise, like, it's over. Vince Carter, it's over. Shy Tuttle, it's over. Not shy at all. I love this guy. By the way, he got on Twitter. He goes by King Tut 90. So Tuttle, Tut, we got something here. You want a little juice? You want a little swagger? King Tut, baby. Talk about it. I love this guy.
Talk about
I'm in love. I got hearts. Like I'm like Bugs Bunny with like the tongue rolling out. Like it's awesome.
We gotta get you a Shy Tuttle jersey. Saints, we gotta get him a 99.
We, Peter, you're the guy.
Shy Tuttle.
Okay.
I know you're on board with this team. You had them inside your Fight My Five. You said something in our early morning meeting about there being only one question about the squad, and it's the same question I pondered growing up in the French Quarter with Harry Connick Jr. and Lil Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Kay would enjoy beignets as a child walking to school in the morning.
Powdered
as a New
sugar
Orleans
everywhere.
local.
At least that's what they
But
call
it starts and begins with this. It starts and ends with this. Are they winning the Super Bowl this year? That's it. Don't tell me division round. Don't tell me anything.
That's the only question.
Yeah.
That's it. The only question about the Saints, Super Bowl or not. And I think right now, I think they're right where they need to be.
Name the other teams that only have that question. Patriots, who else?
Patriots.
That might be it. Chiefs maybe before the season. Rams.
Because if the Niners or the Ravens were to get to the title game, that's a hell of a season. But there's about 4 teams that's Super Bowl or bust.
In New Orleans, it's like the standard is the standard.
I'll tell you another one, though.
That's it.
That star on the helmet. This year, this contract, Dak not getting paid, Super Bowl or bust.
So what was it like growing up with Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne or was it Harry Connick? I
said both. You just
both.
don't listen because you're talking about.
What was it like growing up?
He was in them streets.
Yeah. Silk the Shocker. What was he like as a kid?
I had a corner, Nate, just like he did.
Yeah.
Just that was it.
That's
That's
right,
where I was.
Mystical.
We'll be back on Good Morning Football. Jerry Jones.
Kay was selling CDs out of Master P's back of his trunk.
I had tube socks on this side. I had Daisy watches on this one. Jason Garrett.
Swamp tours.
I mean, this is Jerry Jones. This is Jerry Jones changing the channel.
Police corruption.
Leaving our show. Did anybody think